Hello and welcome to the Tigre.pup channel. In this video, I'd like to discuss with you how I decided which shipping carrier I would be using to ship my wigs. If this interests you, then please keep watching. Okay, so on my search on deciding on which shipping carrier I would be using to ship my wigs, my first thought was to go with my local post office. And I've been having trouble with my local post office. Brief story. There's this older guy that works behind the counter, man. I tell you, that dude been there since I was a kid. And I feel like he's kind of like mess with me or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very uncomfortable. And I choose not to even interact with those people over there. I mean, all the other staff is pretty cool, but it's this one guy, for whatever reason, he zeroes in on me, and it's always some dumb stuff, you know? So this was my first thought when I thought of shipping. And I was thinking maybe I'll, research other options that are out there. Okay, so in my search for shipping for business, I came across this video by Creative Hide, in which she mentioned something about a virtual mailbox. Okay, so why is this important? It's important because you don't want to use your home address. It's pretty scary out there. People are doing like the most nowadays when, I don't know, it seems like everything is getting worse, which is probably it's always been. Only difference is now that we have personal cameras in our hands and everything now, so we can record and videotape things. But I mean, it's just very scary to have your own physical address available to the general public, because honestly, you have no idea who's gonna do anything or whatever. So you can find yourself in a lot of trouble, even if you're not trying to get yourself into trouble. So that's a reason why you want to use a different address than your personal address. Okay, so with that being said, that is why I was looking into the post office for a P.O. box, and I stumbled across this video, and she mentions a virtual mailbox. Basically, it's like a company that houses all of these, they let you use their address, and you can have your shipments shipped over there. You can pick up shipments over there. You have to, from what I saw, you'd have to pay to get your packages and letters and what have you. And you may pay a monthly, yearly fee or whatever. So it's just another option. It's like you're renting space in a mailbox somewhere, basically like the P.O. box, but the only difference is they can scan your letter, and you can give them permission to open your letter and scan the inside contents and whatnot. They'll throw it away. They're uploaded online and stuff like that. Yeah, so I had an idea to show you the whole nuts and bolts of the situation, which I didn't in this particular case go with that, so it didn't make any sense for me to do a video about how that all works. So that's why this is pretty much like basically talking about your local post office video. Okay, so basically that's like one option, and I checked that particular virtual mailbox in my area, and I came across two different companies. Okay, so the first option for a virtual mailbox in my area is iPostal One, and in this company it does just like I told you before. I would advise you, if you're interested in this, you should check it out. Like I said, it didn't make any sense for me to do a video explaining everything if I'm not going to even use it in the first place. So this is the first option in my area. Okay, so this is the local company. It doesn't quite look like this. They actually moved to a different address. And this is the only picture I can find online, because it's a pretty good distance away from my house. So I just got this picture online. So it doesn't physically look like this. It's kind of like like a little boutique looking thing or something like that. It's very nice and pretty on the inside. This is more like business like. So yeah, this is the first option as far as virtual mailbox is concerned. Okay, so here is the second option. It's called Anytime Mailbox. And like I said, this is what it looks like online. However, they have different locations. From there, I chose another location. Okay, so I chose this location in order to for the virtual mailbox, and I decided to go with this one. And yeah, this is the company I chose. When I went in, the lady behind the counter, I won't say her name, she mentioned that she basically tried to get me to go with her company, but I should say the company she works for. So it should have raised red flags because I originally came there for Anytime mailbox or whatever, but it just didn't. I mean, basically, she offered me a situation where I would basically pay to pick up my packages, which I don't even use anything to pick up my packages. It's just that I needed an address for my business cards so that no one would know my actual physical home address. And so if I'm not mistaken, I think I signed a contract for like maybe a year or 6 months, something like that, for about like $10 or something, just to do the initial fee, you know, processing fee, whatever you want to call it. And I don't use their I wasn't using them for to ship out packages or anything because I have no clientele right now. And basically I was just using the address. And if I did need to pick up a package, say for instance somebody wanted to make a return or something, then I'd have to pay to pick up that package and stuff like that. So basically that's the plan I chose with this particular company. Okay, so my next step was to go to Vistaprint, and I had printed out these cards. And as you can see, I put the address down. I even have hang tags, and I put the address down too. So this is a look of what that looked like. Okay, as far as packaging, I saw, okay, that's a Mercedes. She's actually a YouTuber, and this is the video where I had gotten to see what dimensions I needed to pack a wig in a box. And I would advise you to check her out. She's very informative and helpful. So this is the box size I chose. Now I'm going to show you how I purchased this. Well, I didn't purchase this box, but I had USPS ship me this box. You go to shipping supplies and you choose priority mail, and then and I just look for a box that fit those dimensions, and this is the closest one that I could come up with. And as you can see here, I got like a 10-pack if I'm not mistaken, and it's for free, so I had it shipped to my address. Okay, so I finally got a client and I wanted to ship a wig. So I had Alvin go to this particular business and ship a wig. And so yeah, I wanted my wig shipped, and I'm thinking it's going to be $15 or something. However, I had gotten a text or call from Alvin. He says it's $29.88, and I'm like, that is so much more than I expected to pay. Because I did have to add signature confirmation, which is $4, as you can see here. And my total is like $30 to ship in the US. And I'm like, that's not even international shipping, which honestly, I don't even know how much international shipping would be. All I know is like $30 just to ship in the US. It sounds ridiculous. So I decided to call the business and ask them. And like I said, the lady who I originally talked to, whatever, I mean, she has such a nasty attitude. She's yelling on the phone. She's trying to overtalk me and everything. And she wasn't really listening to what I was saying. I'm just asking the question, how come it costs so much or whatever? And I'm trying to be as calm as I can be, because like I said, I hadn't did my research or anything to figure out how much they would charge to do something like that. And so I felt like, you know, I'm not in a situation to get too angry, even though I am, because I'm like, I got to spend $30 on shipping one item. Anyway, so like I said, she's over talking me and she's all loud and boisterous. I guess the biggest voice wins type of situation. And I go to ask her how much the original price is to make the shipping with all of their extra fees. She wouldn't even tell me that. And then on top of that, she told me she would have a manager call me or the owner call me. I have yet to have gotten that call. So it made me reconsider doing business with this company. So I got to thinking, you know, if I want bad service, I can always go to the post office and I'll get my package shipped, whatever, for a cheaper price. So I decided to look into that option at that point. Okay, so it came upon a time when I had a second client wig that I had to have shipped out. And I went through my local post office and the price was much cheaper. It's about $19.55 as you can see here. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's two different addresses to do two different states. However, when you look at shipping confirmation, it's like $3.45 here. And if you can recall from the last place I shipped, is $4. And whatever extra fees is associated with all of that. But anyway, it's a difference of $10.33 with me just going with the regular post office. And I don't have to pay anything to pick up any packages or whatnot. So I decided to just go ahead and purchase a mailbox at this point. Okay, so naturally, I'm always at work. So I was at work and Alvin went to the post office and talked to the people about their mailboxes and whatnot. And coincidentally, the same guy that I was having trouble with, he gets along with him just fine. What a world, what a world. Well, anyway, so the guy told him he should probably get the small mailbox, because if the package is too large to fit in the mailbox, they'll hold on to it for you and they'll have you come in and come pick it up. They'll leave a note on your door saying you have a package available and you should come pick it up and whatnot. Okay, so as you can see here, these are different prices at the very bottom. I chose a 6-month option at $67 for my package, so I don't have to worry about it for another 6 months. And the price for that is about $11. Well, that's what I came up with, $11.16 a month in order to pay for this particular mailbox at the local post office. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you what the total amount was after you finish paying the taxes and whatever. So it came to be like $83 for 6 months. So if you do the math, 83 divided into 6 is $13.83. So that's $13.83 a month. And we have street addressing, so you can use an address instead of a P.O. box option. That was for free. And this was a bit of a problem for me here. And the only reason why I say that is because I had to do a lot of stuff online and I don't have a laptop. Well, I have a laptop now. That's another video, but the difference is I have no internet for that laptop. I'm basically working off my phone. And a lot of these forms you need to print in order to pass it on to the person that's working at the mailbox in order to give it to them and fill out this paperwork and what have you. And so that was a bit of a hassle trying to get that done. But other than that, it was a pretty smooth process. Okay, so right here, I'm going to take a look at my mailbox. I thought I could use the key the same day, but it turns out that I'd have to wait the very next day in order to be able to use my key for this lock, because they had to change the lock. So here's a view of my P.O. box, and it's pretty small. And here are my keys. And I guess I'll keep one for me and one for Elvin, so just in case he have to pick up my package or whatnot. Okay, so I had to redo my cards, and the one on the right is the tag card that you put on top of on your product or whatever, and the other one is a business card. So I had to reformat them and all that other stuff and pay another fee. So this time I got like 100 because I don't know why, but yeah, just had to change everything up. It's a small process, but it's definitely worth it to make sure everything is in order. Okay, to sum it all up, I think it's like a trial and error type of situation. You have to try something in order to see if it works for you. In this particular situation, like I said, the lady, she was yelling on the phone, over talking me, whatever. And I'm thinking, I'm not coming at you with a bad attitude. It's you with the attitude. And I feel like if you're doing all of this is because if the situation was reversed, you would be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? That's why you giving me attitude off the rip, and it's wrong, or y'all should at least told me beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my theory on the situation. But yeah, if I'm going to pay, all of this extra money or whatever, I should at least get decent service. All I did was call and ask a question. I didn't argue with you, and I didn't come at you with an attitude. So like I said, I took my business elsewhere and it got a cheaper price, and we'll see how this turns out. Give it about 6 months and we'll see what happens from there. So basically, if you're trying to find shipping for your company, you just have to go through trial and error to figure out what works for you, basically. So I hope this helps somebody in the process. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.